Hello, welcome to my channel Lady D. This will be my video on what is coming up with the week ahead, where I look at the transits of the planets. I do a card reading, and then I also do a channel as well. And then I also tell you where I am around if you want to get a reading with me face to face around where I'll be traveling to on different fairs. So this week there's a lot of happening around Mercury. So there's going to be a lot of things around communication, the way that we're thinking is going to be affected this week. We have on the 21st, we do have, which is today, Friday, we've got a square with Mercury and Jupiter. So with that, that's could bring about some news that's not as positive, and things may not be going your way with communications. Also, I find with Mercury and things muck up, I do find technology thing mucks up as well. I'm having problems with my computer too. We've also got on the 24th, we have Mercury is going to be in Tri, and this is the direct transits in Tri to Mars. That's going to be quite confident with the communication, so that's giving you that confidence to speak up, speak out. It could bring out like a bit of aggression here, but it would be a positive thing. This is when planets are in Tri, they are working together. On the 25th, we have Mercury is going to be conjuncting Saturn, so that's going to be problems with communication coming up. So you might be having problems with communication, trying to get something out in a certain way and not having much luck, or you might be hearing things not quite positive. And then we've got on the 27th, we've got a sextile with Uranus and Mercury. So it's unexpected with communication. That would be more of a positive transit. We've also got Mars, which is going to go direct on the 24th of the month. So we'll be going forward. So that is in the sign of Cancer. So, and then we've got throughout the week, Mars will be in Tri to Saturn, which is really good for, I feel like, for problems that come up. Plus, we've still got the sextile between Jupiter and Venus, which is actually quite positive for love and for money. So we have all these aspects that's coming up with Mercury. Plus, we're dealing with a lot of Pisces energy coming up this week. We have the Sun. We've got Sun, Mercury, Saturn, the Node, Neptune, all in Pisces. So I feel like we're being very over empathetic to people. I feel like we could be looking up at sort of addictions, mental health, spiritual things coming up here with that too. I feel like people hearing things that they don't want to hear as well. And I feel like there could be a little bit of victim mentality when we're dealing with a lot of water energy coming up, especially in Pisces. And I feel like there could be like blame game going on as well with the energies that we have coming up in the week. We do have there are a lot of positives, but the negatives will be more with the conjunction that we have between Saturn and Mercury. And we are gearing up for next month, and next month is going to be quite an interesting month with the planets. We are going to be having next Friday, we're going to have like the new moon at the end of the month, so next Friday. So we've got some interesting things coming up. March is going to be very interesting. If there are things you want to get done, if there are things you want to start preparing for or doing any new ideas and new projects, do it. Start working on it now. Do not leave it till March, because that's when we're going to go into Venus retrograde, into a Mercury retrograde. It is going to be all in Mars. It is going to be a month of aggression and a lot of transits and things happening astrologically. But for this week, I do feel like there's going to be a sense of a lot of anxiety, nervousness coming up again with this Pisces energy that we're going to be dealing with. A sense of like trouble, or even like people feeling a little bit like doom and gloom, like anxiety. I feel like that there is problems with technology going to come up this week too. And so I feel like there are big problems with communication this week coming up, even not receiving communication, maybe not hearing people properly or not understanding them. I feel like it's going to be a two-way thing. Plans not working out this week, I feel like it's coming up. I'm feeling tired, like a lack of energy coming up this week too. And it could be a sense of running out of time to do things as well. But I do feel like you've got 2 weeks to start moving ahead on projects and things that you want to start, get moving on. If there's any like important emails or communication you've got to do, I'd use this week to do it because you've got all those aspects to Mercury. Maybe don't do it on the 25th, but when you've got the 27th with the sextile with Uranus, would be good. Even the whole 24th with the trine to Mars would be a good day to look at communication. But definitely not on like today when we've got the square with Jupiter, which is going to be there till the 23rd, and not when we get to that conjunction with Saturn. Not a good idea to do that. So, but as I said, we're all gearing up for March, which is going to be hectic. We've got 2 eclipses in March. We've also got the 2 retrogrades happening. We're going to have a lot of conjunctions happening with Saturn, Neptune, with Mercury and Venus as well. So it's going to be an interesting month next month, and that's where I just feel like we've got 2 weeks to get things done. So let's look at the cards for the week ahead. I'm going to use my new deck. So this is a new deck that I got for my birthday. So have a look here. Okay. So we've got this week. I do feel like I've already spoken about the mixed communication, but I feel like there could be a lot of anger or triggers going on when it comes to on the road with vehicles. We do have Mars moving direct, so it will be sort of going into more of a full power mode, and it will be in Cancer. It could be a sense of struggle, like tiredness, but I just feel like there could be some sort of big accidents or things, road rage sort of happening on the road this week. And I feel like there's going to be like a blame game, people not taking blame for certain things as well. I feel like people are sort of looking at what's coming up. I feel like we've got more things to come up with those ships that are in Australian waters that have been around us for the last, and this was the thing that happened last week with China, so that's more going to come up where people are sort of looking and like what's going on. I do have a sense of people really not understanding other people. There's going to be this mix of communication. And I also feel like there could be a sense of someone trying to take control, someone trying to manipulate, someone trying to change the rules could also be coming up this week. And it's going to be like a certain like test of loyalty, or people want sort of loyalty coming up here. And there is a blame game going on, but I also feel like there could be a sense of greed coming up, seeing what people, their needs, insecurities, and their greeds are going to come up here as well. So, and it could be a sense of also catching someone out coming up. I feel like it's going to be a test of wills. I just feel like there needs to be clear, concise communication. If people are getting the wrong end of stick, like maybe just write it down so that they can't come back. I just feel like there's going to be some big issues, a mixture of issues when it comes to communication, what you say, and people are going to bend the story and bend it to their own way, and there could be manipulation coming up at play as well, and things getting twisted too. And I just feel like there's a mission here. People this week are going to be on a mission to wanting to get things done in a very clear-cut way. I feel like there's a sense of urgency to get things done, but at the same time feeling sort of tiredness too. There could be a sense of wanting to get like your hands on like rare items or rare things too, as well. But it could be a sense of defending something this week, something you needed to defend, or maybe it's defending yourself. I feel like there's a sense of like a strong will that's also coming up this week too. I feel like there's someone around you, or there's someone around that's going to be quite arrogant, whether this is in the media or around yourself. And I feel like it's like it's like an argument and butting heads here, but it's like at wit's end too, and not too sure where to go, where to move. But I feel like people are switching sides. There's a sense of switching up here too. And I really do feel like we're coming to the end of that war in Ukraine. So I feel like there could be communication around that coming up to ending. I really feel like that we're coming to the end of that. I feel like there's a sense of truth telling and people not wanting to be open to certain things people are saying, the truth coming out. People who are more awake are more open to this and seeing it, but there's still this closed-mindedness that's going on sense to the media and what they're kind of pushing. I feel like, though, there's a sense of being rubbed up the wrong way as well. And I keep hearing the word manipulate. So people trying to manipulate the truth, manipulate things as well. And it's like getting on people's nerves. People want the truth to come out. They're sick of the bull crap. So I do feel like there's a sense of tester wheels that are going to come up to this week for people. And trying to navigate things too. But I just feel like a lot of things are being haywire, sort of she said, he said, and it's about finding the truth. But I also feel like there's a sense of like overdoing it, very like gluttonous that's coming up here with this card. I mean, it is the Wheel of Fortune, but I see it as being greedy just because I read the cards intuitively. I don't actually know the tarot meanings, but it's like gluttonous here with the Slimer wanting to eat the pizza there. 2. Spirituality will be a big thing this week and as well, because we are dealing with Pisces energy, but the sense of people not wanting to realize what's happening in the world, because we are dealing with Pisces and they do not want to sort of confront what's happening in the world. They'd rather just sort of hide away. So there's the energy that's coming up as well too. So let me just do a channel on what is coming up for this week as well. This week is going to be a hot and heavy week. For some of you will feel bothered, not able to go on, feel like everything is just a dream, a pipe dream. For others, they're living in a reality of truth telling where things are not as it seems and people are trying to deny their truth, but they want the truth to come out, for the truth will set everything free. Sometimes it is best to let things lie and let the things as they are, but we all know truth eventually does come out, and people will soon see where the truth does lie. For the greed of the government will soon be exposed in all areas around the world. For the truth is going to come out and the people will speak out. For they will try and force you into doing things you do not want to do. They are going to push a narrative where things are going to be seen in a different way. War is coming on doorsteps. You need to be prepared. Make sure you get things in order, cupboard stocked, things ready. For when March comes, there will be a day where things are not as it seems and there will be delays in stock. So best to prepare right now. You have until the middle of March. Okay. I just feel like things are not as it seems, and it's not where we're not being told the truth, and where the truth is, the media is trying to blindside people. That's coming up too, as I feel. So I did Brisbane MBS. Thank you to everyone that came and saw me. It was a big success. So in a few weeks I will be at the Sydney MBS Festival. It's a 4-day event in Sydney. Brisbane's only a 3-day event, which I find enough. But Sydney, the people who run the event make it a 4-day. So it is a Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. So that is coming up the last week of March. And then after that I will be at the Soulful Fair, which will be in Mona Vale, so the other side of town. Last week, so New Zealand was cancelled. The fair in New Zealand was cancelled, so I will no longer be at that fair either. Or going to New Zealand. So that's where I am at the moment. With fairs, I do have some more coming up, I think in June as well. And also in May too, but I will tell you more when I get more details on those events coming up here. I am looking at organising a platform event maybe towards the end of May in Middlegon too, which I'll let you know more coming up when I find out more details on that event as well. I think that is, oh, I've also uploaded my info session on the upcoming cruise we have in November. So if you are wanting to know more details about that, view that video. You get to meet all the 4 facilitators as well. I will be doing a live tonight on Friday, so live psychic readings will be happening tonight on my YouTube channel and my Facebook channel. And then on Sunday I'll be doing a Facebook live with the 4 ladies for the cruise as well. So don't forget to follow me on Facebook and follow Psychics at Sea to see that event too. I think that's it. So thank you for your likes, shares and your comments, and I'll see you for my next video. So bye for now.